What is up, YouTube? Holy shit, it's actually been a minute. If you guys clicked on the video here today, you know that I got rid of the 2016 Denali that I had for a little over a year. And hopefully in this video, we're gonna cover a whole bunch of stuff like why I did it, what plans are, what the new truck is. I'm already in the new truck, if you can tell. It's an older vehicle, and the next video will unveil the new truck. But let's go ahead, jump right in, and nice to see you guys again. Another beautiful day in Pennsylvania. You can't hear my sarcasm in my voice. That was totally a sarcastic comment, because this is shitty. Alright, so we're just waiting to pull out on 422 here. Alright, so yeah, I sold my truck to a guy here in Butler. I live in Butler, Pennsylvania, for those of you who don't know. It was an extremely fast process. It happened within, I would say, 10 days. Had the truck up on diesel sellers and had it up on there for maybe 3-4 weeks. Had 6 or 7, probably 6 or 7 individuals that said that they had been seriously interested in the truck and they were gonna come look at it. A couple were out in California, one was from Florida, one from the Midwest, I believe, and then this gentleman from Butler, where I live. And he told me, he's like, well, let's get this done. Came and looked at it twice. He drove it and he loved it, and went and sold the truck. Pretty sure, I think it was 9 or 10 days after I spoke to him, and went out, bought the new truck that I'm in right now, and started the process and hopefully modifying this truck, because a stock truck's a boring truck, right? But yeah, today is June 18th. I've had the new truck for about 2 weeks now. Also, happy Father's Day to all the fathers watching. Personally, I believe that there shouldn't be a dedicated day out for mothers or fathers. You should appreciate your parents, if you still do have a good standing relationship with them, every single day, and what they sacrifice for you. But happy Father's Day. As you saw from the clip earlier, it's another beautiful day here in PA. And hopefully the rain noise isn't picking up that much, because that would suck. But, alright, so the real reason why I sold the truck was, I was getting down to pretty much the end of the build, and I had 2 more items that I wanted to at least pick up that were serious modifications. Focus. And one being a twin turbo, and the next being injectors. So that setup would have ran about $10,000 with install. I was looking at a compound S476 over stock from the guys over at Worley Custom Fab, who in my opinion make the best product for turbos and intercooler piping, from personal experience and testimonies from people who run the systems. So I was gonna go ahead with that setup, and injectors from Fleece, and Fleece is my favorite for engine components for Duramaxes. Oh boy. No traction control in this truck. It's still sliding. So, like I said, it was gonna run about $10,000. I was gonna go up and get everything ordered and install them with the gentleman who works on my truck, Matt, out of Indiana, Pennsylvania. We were gonna get it all installed, thrown on, and it would have been, like I said, S467 or 76, I can't remember, over stock, with 60 over injectors. I had the built transmission, and I'm thinking for resale value of the truck, you know, am I gonna get my money ever out of the truck? Once you start modifying a vehicle, unless if you have a buyer lined up pretty much from the time that you purchase your vehicle and they know what's gonna be done with it, you're never gonna get your exact money out of it, especially if you take your truck somewhere to get all your parts installed, being that not everybody's a mechanic and diesel engines are not exactly the same as a gas engine. So, you know, I was thinking $10,000 on a truck that is a year old. I really hope this isn't picking up any wind noise. It's a truck that is a year old, had low mileage, but I knew what my plans are for my future and the future for where I hope this channel goes. And you know, I had owned two LMLs. I owned a black 2015 and I had bought the 2016 Denali. Was satisfied with both of them, but for $60,000, guys, completely over fucking priced. Would never ever buy a new vehicle when you're looking for pretty much something that will do the job that you can purchase for $10, $20, $30,000 less. You learn to appreciate your vehicles when you do buy them new, but when you go ahead and, you know, lay down that much money, you are committing pretty much to the fact that you're throwing out all your warranties, and whatever happens to the truck, you're going to be responsible for, which, you know, that really wasn't an issue for me. And hopefully all of you who go out and modify whatever vehicle you do have, you are throwing out all your warranties. And I did have some issues with the truck in the transmission. It couldn't even hold stock power with just light tunes on it. So, you know, I was getting worried that I go ahead and throw in this system, it's gonna shit the bed, something's gonna happen. The $6,000 transmission that I had paid for was gonna, you know, shit the bed, which I knew it was good for power, but my luck, it's gonna shit the bed, right? So that's when I knew I was gonna put it up. I threw out all ambitions for the truck that I had and got ready to purchase a new truck. And the new truck that I purchased obviously isn't a new truck, you guys can see here, but you know, you learn to appreciate a vehicle more when you buy something that you've wanted for years. Since this truck is the first truck that I ever drove as a kid, so that was the reason why I bought it. And like I said, in the next video you guys are gonna see it. Now this truck was way cheaper than buying my Denali. So like I said, money was an issue. Not that it wasn't paid off or I had trouble paying it off. It was just, in lies the fact, you know, it's an investment. And Jack kind of said a little snippet on his one video after he filmed with Mike, Street Speed 717. He said he had just washed off his truck and he goes, I'm glad that my investment is, you know, at least looking better. Oh gosh, some bumps in the road. It's at least looking better for my sake, for his, when he lays his head down at night, he knows that his investment is at least looking better. And, you know, when you buy a $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 truck, you know, it is an investment, to say the least. It's nothing cheap. These new vehicles aren't cheap whatsoever. They're overpriced for what you're buying, knowing that you're gonna modify it. Holy shit, is this road bumpy. So, you know, money to me is something that you work for it, and if you're happy with what you're gonna be doing, you shouldn't have to compensate for something that is significantly more expensive. So that's why I chose an older vehicle to purchase for my next truck. I could have gone out and bought, you know, a Super Duty or a new Cummins or Power Stroke, whatever. Super Duty, Power Stroke, Cummins, or you know, a new L5P Duramax, and we have some at the shop, and by all means they're nice vehicles, but for $70,000 a third time around didn't seem smart for me, and what I think in my future would really entail for where I want to go and where my ambitions are in the future. So I'm gonna take the leftover money that I have from the sale of the truck. I'm gonna go ahead and invest it to hopefully get ready to purchase some land to build my own house. And with that, also I'm going to finish up this truck. It's a completely bone stock truck, and I am more than excited to start modifying it, and it goes in actually tomorrow for some body work, being that, like I said, it's an older truck, has little dings and dents in it. But you know, what I did might not be the greatest investment for me, being on a personal branding side. You know, it's not a new truck, it's not going to be unique, it is older, but I'm happy with it, and it's fun to get caught up and purchase the new and the latest and greatest. But at the end of the day, you know, this truck will perform better, if not the same. Well, I said that backwards. The same, if not better, than my last two previous trucks. So that's my reasoning. That's why I sold the truck. The truck I see all the time throughout Butler, which sucks, seeing your own vehicle driven around. But you know, I'm happy it went to a good home. You guys are all still watching. You know, I appreciate you. It's kind of a lengthy video, but you know, letting go of a vehicle that you spend a lot of time with and kind of kickstart a YouTube channel with, which is what it was. You know, it's tough letting shit like that go, and hopefully you guys will all enjoy this next build. And this is more than just an automotive channel. It's kind of a lifestyle vlog, workaround. It's a little bit of everything, and I'm gonna try to keep my head on my shoulders and not get too deep into this build, and like I said, keep my goals and aspirations ahead of me, as they always should. And you know, I really do encourage all of you to do the same, being that, you know, you only live this life once, and you should never, like Jack, again, I'm going to reiterate on what he said, you should never look back on life and say, wow, I really wish that I would have done shit different, and you know, I wish I could go back, or I had a mistake. Use all your mistakes as lessons learned. Never ever forget that life isn't a linear track. It's not from point A to point B. You're gonna go up, down, backwards a few times, but hopefully by the time you guys are done, you know, you do reach your goals. And I do really encourage all of you guys, as always, to go out and chase what you believe in, because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap up this video. Videos are back. Finally gonna have time to make some more. Business has been busy, which is good. That's what everybody wants to hear. But like I said, we're back. Truck goes in tomorrow. I'm gonna start filming for the next video, but I won't have the truck all week, so I'm gonna have to touch up on what's been going on. I'm gonna debut the new vehicle in that video. And guys, it's been real. If you all could do me a favor and drop a comment on what you guys want to see next. If you guys appreciated the video, give it a thumbs up. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more videos. More are coming with the new build, and you guys are going to come along with me the whole way. So if you guys want to learn a little bit about different kind of Duramax, go ahead and subscribe. And guys, as always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.